Welcome everyone. Today we are talking about the provider state management. It's provider state management. With now clear all this, and this is a simple project. I know. Now clear this. Just now create a stateless widget, which is name is my app. And there is a container, or I have to make it a material app. Simply task. It has home, scaffold, then body, safe area. This is child. Child. Container. Text. We will take it. Make it text. Okay. Simply text. Right provider. Okay. No run. There is a annoying thing which is called change modifier, add constant modifier every time. So go to this YML and here write pre, it will automatically generate this and make it false. So there is, it will automatically clear, and if it is not clear, go to the terminal and write dart fix. It will clear and you can get rid of the now the debug. Okay, now remove the debug option and okay. So this is the simple and work project. So now for provider we have to we have to create two folders, which is as a page and one is for provider. So one idea for provider, I can create a folder provider, and page for I can create these pages. You can make it screens, anything you want, but make it reliable. Okay, first of all, for the provider class, I make it for the screen class, I make it the home page class, and that is I am import material app and create a simple page. StatelessWidgets. Now new folder, which is the main thing we are talking about, is home page provider, and this is the provider class. So now we have to create a home page properties, but we'll remove the scaffold, safe area, remove the safe area, and also remove the scaffold also. Sorry, and don't remove the scaffold. Now the dot file will call this homepage class. Now the homepage, we have to create a scaffold. Now then body and safe area. Simple text provider, just as before we do, just clear the space. Okay, now we will work about we display a number, and we will increase by a button and decrease by another button, but we will use only provider and stateless widget, no stateful widget. So I create a elevated button on press function, and child will be text, just button name. First button will be plus button, which will add by pressing. There is a plus button. Now create another button, which is minus button. I have to take it to the middle of the page, so cross X the element, center. Sorry, center. Okay. We have to make a container and add height and width, and this will make it in the middle. Just design some that look prettier. Now you can see the simple plus button, minus button, and this I will take a number for make it easier or clear. 10. Okay, when I press the plus button or minus button, it will increase +1 and decrease -1. Let's do some provider. Now go to the browser, search for provider Flutter. I will get this pubdev, the provider 6.0. Go to the installing. Then installing part. Okay, and there is a dependency. You can write on the dependencies this provider, but the easiest way is go to the terminal and copy the command and paste it. Okay, like that. It will automatically download the provider and write automatically on the pub SQL, you can see the provider input. Now pubget. Okay, close it. Okay, now do some provider. First of all, we have to go to the provider class. We can here we can write the class provider class or algorithm, whatever you say. Let's create a class which is called homepage provider, which is extends the change notifier. See, now in here we will write our functions, our variable that we want to implement our code or anything. So So int number, you cannot just put it int number, integer number, and just you have to declare a value. So I make it 20. Now the function, there is a function which will update the number. So first of all, the void that will update number. Okay, into the number. And this the number equal to number. And the most important part is the notifier listener. The notifier listener will update and store the current number variable. Now for plus button, we have to create a function which is called plus action. Now plus action and number, same, this dot number equal to number, and which will be do, it will increase. We want to increase number 1 for pressing button, so we make this number plus plus. Okay, after it press button, it will increase number, and where it will store the current number, it will transfer the current number to the update number function. See, and it will okay. And so we call the function update number. Okay, and so plus button. Okay, now do for the minus button, same work. Just make it minus section, and number will be minus minus with decrease 1 1. Okay, same, it will update by the update number function. Okay, this is the main thing of provider you have to understand. Now go to the home page, and we will call provider here, but before that we have to go to the main.dart and call our provider home page provider in the material app. For it, we have to go call change notifier provider, which will create context. You can see there is import provider.dart. It will automatically import the provider.dart when you write the change notifier. Now create a context which will return our home page provider class. Okay, and that has a child. The child will be the material app. Just copy and paste to the. We have a semicolon issue here. Let's fix it. Okay, now okay, it's look. Now the change notifier, which is the home page provider, and the home page provider child is a material app. Now go to our home page. Before okay, so let's refactor the code. Reformat. Okay, I will make a comma. Now refactor. Okay, done. In the material app, it will call the home page. Now every provider, I mean change notifier provider, has its consumer. So the consumer is our home page screen. Okay, the computer screen has column. The first column is text box, which will give us the view number, then plus button, then minus button. We have this total 3 option is our consumer. So let's call a consumer. It's like a container, you can wrap it, but you have to do it this way, so this will make no error and easy to consumer. Which consumer, which provider's consumer? It's our homepage provider's consumer. And this consumer has builder has 3 properties, and there is a build context, then homepage provider, and this widget. So context and provider, we can write anything. We can just write it provider, and then it has a child. Now it will return this column, collapse it, cut this, paste, and change it to semicolon. Okay, done. No error. Reformat. Now it has a consumer of this homepage provider, this whole column. Okay, now I have to show the provider's number. Look, provider's number variables is 20. I have to show it. So in the text box, comma, so we have to use the provider dot number here, because we have to make it string to string. Okay, now restart the app. So as see, the restart app will make this value 20. So for clarifying, make it 25. Okay, hotload will not work because it is not in the stateless, so we have to restart, then 25. Okay, our first text box is done. We have to do work in our 2 buttons. So first button is plus button, and the unpressed option we have to call the increment, I mean the plus action function, because when we press the plus button, it will increase the number plus. So then update to the update number function, the number provider dot number will be updated then. So call it that provider dot plus action, and the number will be not number will be the provider dot number. Okay, sorry, and now restart the apps. So restart the app and press the plus button. Okay, see the one, there is no StatefulWidget, there is no setState on the button. It will work nicely. And same for the minus button, we have to call the minus action. So hot reload, see, simple. The plus button, minus button, this works nicely. You can do everything in provider. You have no need any setState, stateful widget. So thank you all, see you next time.